Yeah, so let's talk about supplements. Here's the thing. I want to be real clear just because it's important that I say this. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't prescribe anything. I'm a professor. I profess lots of things. So what I'm going to say is what I do. I really can't make recommendations, and everything people should run by their doctor. Just this is the reality, you know? There's not one size fits all. So here's the thing. Sleep is whether or not it's for learning or for brain health or immune health or endocrine health, sleep is the biggie, right? Consistently getting good quality sleep is probably the number one thing that you can do. So a lot of people have trouble sleeping. So what do? Well, there are a couple behaviors that I mentioned, getting light in the morning, etc. But there are things that can help people get to sleep. And I've recommended these to friends. This is what I do. So trouble falling asleep. Some people take melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone whose job is to suppress puberty during development. That's why I don't take melatonin. Okay. So I don't recommend melatonin. Melatonin promotes the transition to sleep, but it doesn't actually keep you asleep. Okay? So a lot of people who have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep find that if they take magnesium, they supplement with magnesium, they have an easier time falling asleep.
I have a quick question on melatonin real quick, just while you're on it. Does supplementing with melatonin affect your natural production of it?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, because that's why I stopped it. I used to do it a little bit, and then I started microdosing with it instead, because I was reading a few things that regular supplementation can suppress your
I'm not a fan of melatonin because it suppresses puberty.
Right.
And in adults, it does similar things.
But so now I also heard that it's only effective. It's super effective when traveling through time zones. So that's the only time that I'll take it now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
how valid that is, but I've had pretty good results.
You can recover from taking melatonin, but it's not what I do.
Yeah.
So supplementing magnesium is helpful. So the form of magnesium is important. Mm-hmm. So things like magnesium citrate are going to be great laxatives, but they're not going to be great sleep aids.
Right.
Okay. Things like magnesium malate, MALATE, are going to be great for recovering from intense exercise and muscle soreness, but they're not going to be great for sleeping. Magnesium threonate, THREONATE, is a good way for me, and a lot of people find, to transition into sleep more easily. It tends to be a little bit of a sedative. And there's also some evidence that it's neuroprotective, which is great, right? Everyone wants to keep their neurons healthy.
Yep.
Theanine, which is THEANINE, works through a slightly different pathway called the GABA pathway. And a lot of people find, and I certainly find, that 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams of theanine about 30 minutes before sleep can help them with the transition to sleep. Yeah. Theanine, you now find it's being used in a lot of like sports drinks and stuff because it kind of offsets the jitters from caffeine. So now people are taking it during the day too. Yeah. People with anxiety sometimes find that taking a very low dose of theanine throughout the day, or even magnesium threonate, can help calm them out a little bit. If I take it during the day, I fall asleep, and so that's why I don't do that. For men, there's a supplement called Apigenin, APIGENIN, which is essentially a derivative that's found in things like chamomile tea. Mm-hmm. It's also very good at promoting the transition of sleep. So I take 50 milligrams of Apigenin, 200 milligrams of theanine, and 300 to 600 milligrams of magnesium threonate 30 minutes before sleep, and I sleep like I got clubbed over the head by a gorilla, minus the head damage.
If you don't take them, can you still sleep?
And if I don't take them, I can still sleep. I just sleep deeper.
Right.
Now, people should know that if you have theanine can cause these kind of intense dreams. But I've recommended these to a few folks. One would be Nick Hardwick, former NFL player, who told me, and I feel fine, sharing what he said, that, because he's tracking his sleep really carefully, that it greatly extended the amount of deep sleep that he was getting. Right. So when you wake up after a night of deep sleep, you know it. You feel amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Neuroplasticity, the ability to learn, is triggered and created by intense focus during the learning, during this physical skill training, hitting mitts, while reading that book. That strain that you felt in your brain, those high attentional states, that sets the process in motion. But the rewiring of the brain, the healthy rewiring, occurs during sleep. The repair of the brain happens during sleep. So there's this washing out by cerebrospinal fluid that occurs in deep sleep. So the great thing is sleep is reparative, restorative. It helps us learn, helps us recover from any injuries we might have had to our brain and to the rest of our body. But now what's happened is people are talking so much about how important sleep is, and now people have sleep-related anxiety. So what I've tried to provide here are some tools: morning light, evening light, staying off bright light and avoiding bright light in the evening, theanine, apigenin, and magnesium threonate. I do want to mention apigenin should not be taken by women because it's a pretty potent estrogen inhibitor. So for men, that's in most cases a good thing, and for women, you wouldn't want to do that. But again, anyone, if they're thinking about taking these things, should talk to their doctor. They're all legal and available. I have no stake in any of them, right? Just to be clear.
Yeah.
I just have found tremendous value for me, just given my schedule and the importance of sleep.
Yeah, no, I think it sounds great, and I like what you're saying about the importance of sleep because it helps rewire your brain. Is that what you said?
Rewire your brain when you went to learn new things, to restore and repair the brain. There's evidence that deep sleep washes out some of the stuff that can lead to things like Alzheimer's and dementia.
The plaques,
the plaques. And so people, it's not that we need to be sleeping 12, 13, 14 hours a day, although teenagers should probably be sleeping a lot. Yeah. But we need that deep sleep. So anything you can do to maximize deep sleep. Can I give one more tool?
Yeah, go for
quick.
it.
Yeah, that's one.
One more tool. Okay, so one more tool is everyone, I believe, also should learn how to relax their brain and know how to turn off their thoughts. It's really hard to turn off your thoughts.
Yeah.
There's a practice, and you can just look this up on YouTube, called Yoga Nidra, Nidra, or sometimes spelled Nidre, where you just lie down and you listen to one of these scripts. And you do this while you're awake during the day. It takes about 10 minutes, and it teaches your system how to relax. People who do this consistently, maybe 1 to 4 times a week, you'll find you can fall asleep much easier, stay asleep much deeper.
Yeah.
Totally free, totally available. Safety margins are huge.